Welcome everyone, Dakota here with Live Rogue. Today we're going to talk about the Voodoo Loop. The Voodoo Loop is a really handy tensioning technique. It uses minimal gear, which is nice, and it can be used for tensioned hand lines. It can be used for high lines that are tensioned in a rescue situation or swiftwater. It can even be used to set up a hammock. So let's begin. First, you'd like to identify two anchor points between which you'd like your tension line. The line to the right of me is fixed at the anchor, and then you'll have the adjustability on the other end. You want to make sure to come out several feet, depending on your application, maybe as many as 10 feet if the space allows from that, and you want to tie an inline knot. I prefer a directional figure 8. Some people tie an alpine butterfly for this application. So I'll show you the directional figure 8. You always start a directional figure 8 the opposite direction from which you want the loop to go. So I pull a bite over, I wrap it around the opposing line, and then pull it through the loop that I created, creating a directional figure 8 inline. Then I'm going to take this free end of rope, and we've set up an anchor at this end, which is a wrap 3 pull 2. I've placed the water knot at the front here because that'll be the point of least tension on the webbing, and I just clip that rope through this carabiner. Then I come back to my directional figure 8, and at this point I'll take another carabiner and clip it onto the directional figure 8. And then what I do is I pull the free end of the rope there through this, and then I grab the loose end of the rope that I had at that end of the anchor, and I place another carabiner here, and then I need to tie this off. So if you're comfortable with it, you can just tie a figure 8 on a bite or some other terminal knot. What I'll do this time is actually tie a clove hitch, which I do by making 2 loops here where the opposite strands oppose each other, overlapping it. Encourage you to practice that knot, that hitch, I should say. And then what's nice about a clove hitch here is you can kind of pre-tension the line, because the more you have it pre-tensioned, the easier the Voodoo Loop will work. So I'm just pulling out any excess line through. Okay. Then what I want to do is pull the loop, the closed loop that I've made here. I'm going to pull this carabiner towards the anchor, and as you can see, it's tensioning this entire line as I do that. Now it's quite tight, I can't tension it anymore. So you've basically created this closed loop where the opposing strands pull equally on one another so they don't slip. I can move this line around really hard and that does not slip at all. If you want to place a hammock on this, for instance, what you can do is place a prusik or some other type of friction hitch on one point here, and hook one end of your hammock onto it, and then string your hammock out and place another friction hitch like a prusik on the other end, and then string your hammock between here. What's also nice, if you have inclement weather that night and it rains, if you have a small tarp or a space blanket, you can lay it over the tension line here, and you have a ready-made shelter. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and please tune in next time.